in the Senate, huh? The basketballs will be heavy. Oh. I think I saw a publication by Natasha Akpoti saying she's ready, calling on Arise TV to, interview her, to invite her. She's got a lot to say. It will be very heavy. Zonal congresses, PDP internal wrangling threatens future electoral success. And then Anambra governorship election, APGA pegs governorship forms at 30 million naira. Rufai missed neck meeting voluntarily, says APC spokesman. And then let's see, appoint Auditor General for FCT area councils. Reps urge Governor Nyesom Wike. Yeah. Okay, let's move from here quickly to the Sun newspaper with big headlines also. Lagos Assembly crisis, Obasa storms Assembly, hold plenary with 3 lawmakers. It's now becoming another, what's the River State, right? 3 lawmakers. Okay. Leather industry, expert calls for action to unlock sector's potential. And then, dumping APC will make Amechi, Rufai, others political spent forces, says Ganduje. Nigeria gains agreement to key into Saudi Arabia $7.7 trillion, economy. There's a halal economy, right? And then Niger APC chieftain Lord Bago's transformation agenda. Yeah. Let's see if we can add one more here. PDP rejects report on South-South Zonal Congress. I'd love to move quickly to the Nation newspaper. 7:08 is the time. As regards Obasa, he is saying, I remain Lagos Speaker. Mudashiri Obasa is the one saying that there. I remain Lagos Speaker. I remain Lagos Speaker. Okay. Telecom tariff hike necessary to save jobs, says Tijani. And then federal government to clear pension arrears in 3 months. Natasha seeks transparent probe into alleged corruption against her. And then, let's see, NNPCA remits 264 billion naira into Federation account. FCCPC asks MultiChoice to shelve proposed DSTV subscription hike. Buhari returns to Kaduna home. Sultan urges Muslims to look out for Ramadan and a crescent from today. Senate's ad hoc committee in talks with CDS over oil theft. And then Kaduna Commissioner to Rufai, God, not you, will decide 2027. On police recruitment, medical screening underway at 17 zonal headquarters. My administration in a hurry to fulfill electoral promises, says Ayedatiwa. And then Bodija explosion, Makinde receives relief funds, committee's report. Or your government demolishes illegal properties on acquired land. Ladies and gentlemen, we move quickly to Daily Post newspaper with big headlines here. Fear of massive job losses is why we allow 50% telecom tariff hike. Nigerian government. I see 35. I see 50. What's going on? Conflicting figures. Okay. Resolution coming. Ipman gives updates on planned nationwide shutdown over 100 billion naira bridging claim. Ipman gives updates on planned nationwide shutdown over 100 billion naira bridging claim. To some more stories, I have resumed as Lagos Assembly Speaker, Obasa declares. Nigerian government to review electricity tariffs for Band B and C customers. And then Lagos speakership, confusion over withdrawal of Meranda's police escort, Obasa's reported return. People of God, fear politics. Outside Nigeria, quickly. Remote U.S. federal employees get ultimatum to move to Washington. And then there will be no cover-ups. FBI Director Kash Patel declares U.S. judge stops Trump's call for mass firings at agencies. And then on Lagos Assembly crisis, why we withdrew Meranda security details, says police. War, I trust Putin. Trump tells UK. No Nigerian should die from treatable sickness, says the Senate President Godswill Akpabio. Atiku slams Tinubu over silence on Lagos Assembly crisis. And then on Meranda now, a charade APC must explain. Lagos lawmakers on Obasa's resumption as speaker. APC should explain. It's a charade that APC must explain. Okay, your 2023, your 2003, 2007, 2014 anti-party activities haunting PDP. Wiki aides fires Atiku Abubakar. It says your 2003, your 2007, your 2014 anti-party activities haunting the PDP. Wiki's aide fires Atiku Abubakar. Abia Assembly member visits OT after defection from the People's Democratic Party. And then to Lagos Assembly confusion over withdrawal of Miranda's police escorts, Obasa's reported return. Finally here, let me just touch on one more and I'll leave it here. NEC meeting, North Central APC ends agitations, endorses resolutions. And then from Daily Post, we move to Daily Thrust newspaper quickly. Band B customers not paying enough for electricity, says Minister. Ojede, did you hear that? Band B customers not paying enough for electricity, says Minister. Yeah. Lagos Assembly crisis, Obasa Meranda claim speakership. Miriam Abacha University seeks media thrust collaboration on quality education. And then bandits kill 9 farmers, kidnap 6 in fresh Niger attack. After 21 months, Buhari relocates from Daura to Kaduna. And Lagos Assembly crisis, Obasa Meranda claims speakership is coming again. Band B customers not paying enough for electricity. Kano government to Tinubu remove the emir you enthroned and keep in graveyard. That's big. That's heavy. Kano government to Tinubu remove the emir you enthroned and kept in graveyard. Meranda remains speaker. Majority lawmakers reject Obasa. Look out for Ramadan moon on Friday. Sultan tells Muslims. Or Jadeji, go and check. Go and check. Go outside. Go outside and check if you can see anything. And come back. Let me give them the news. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And another headline here says Meranda missing as Obasa presides over plenary. That's a headline here. Let's get to Vanguard. It's got plenty of headlines. Plenty of headlines here. God, not Rufai, will decide 2027, says Maman. And we are not ashamed to copy what works in other climes, says Tinubu. We are not ashamed to copy what works in other climes, says Tinubu. On electricity, business owners, CSOs, kick as federal government plans another tariff hike. Okay. And then Naira downs to 1,495 Naira per dollar in the parallel market. And then we are not ashamed to copy what works in other climes, says Tinubu. Arewa Group seeks immediate rescue of our Ferry Youth Council president. Abductors of Makurdi Varsity female students demand 40 million Naira ransom. African entrepreneurs must master grant writing to compete globally. Ogumbo Wale is the one saying that. Okay, moving on now. $1 trillion economy impossible without education by Adekunle Adekoya. $1 trillion economy impossible without education is a story by Adekunle Adekoya. Then on Ramadan, Beyond the Fasting is a piece you might also want to read. Let's get to some political headlines now. Obasa apologizes for assault on security operatives at Lagos Assembly is one here. Then Obasa presides over 4-member panel. The other one says 3. This one is saying 4. Conflicting figures. Senator Natasha demands live broadcast of Senate probe. Lagos Assembly crisis deepens as Speaker Meranda's security withdrawn. APC neck. Buhari, Oshibajo Amechi absent as Tinubu woos aggrieved members. Okay, let's see. Away from that story, alleged 1.3 billion naira fraud, EFCC arraigns P-Square's ex-manager, Jude Okoye. 7:18 is the time. This is Voice of the People, and we are 90.3 FM. Everyone, like I said, feel free to join the conversation. I really want you to, get to YouTube and yes, just get to YouTube and join the conversation this morning. But for now, let's get Rufai Oseni on board. Yeah, let's travel first to Lagos State Assembly. Good morning to you, Rufai Oseni.
we are within Lagos. We don't need to travel.
Yes, so no, we are going to that complex, that assembly complex. Funny stories everywhere.
All my predictions. That it's not funny to me because all my predictions have finally come to pass. Obasa has come back, and he said he's selfly appointed himself the speaker again. He came with a lot of police officers. The security of Meranda was withdrawn, and now the police maybe after a lot of public outcry, they restored it in the evening. They said they were doing audits. The question we should ask the police, why is that once they withdrew the security, then Obasa could come in? So what kind of audits were they doing then? You see, only these people know the games they play with each other. But all I said, I had sources that told me many weeks ago. If you go, I think at this point, you need to start playing back some of the old shows to be able to remind people that I said all these things. All the things I said that the sources told me has finally come to pass. So Obasa said this is right. In fact, it's even a John plenary got in there. He said he had 4 lawmakers. I wasn't there, but these were the reports. And he granted interview on television yesterday, say everything is under control. So the drama continues. Maybe now that they've made, but anyway, he was resisted by another 36 lawmakers.
Yeah.
They said they don't want him. So maybe anyway, let's see how all of this pans out. Today, let's see how the drama will continue. But the drama is not over yet. This is akin to a multi-packed out situation. Remember when they want to take garage? Remember when they want to take garage, the fights and all of that. So that's what happens. So this is akin to that. We'll see how
like you rightly mentioned, how Miranda's security details were withdrawn first, and the guy came and said, I remain the speaker. Now me day here, I remain the speaker. But then, Rufai, Tinubu is silent. The president is so silent. Hello? Did you hear me? Hello?
Let me defend Tinubu today.
Okay.
Don't talk about my president. Leave him alone.
Hello? Hello?
Let me hypocritically defend President Tinubu. What's President Tinubu's own? Why will you mention the president's name? Who are you to mention the president's name? Who are you to mention the president's name?
He's the president now. The owner of Lagos. The Ogak Pata of them all.
The president's name?
You know.
So let's keep deceiving ourselves and say the commander-in-chief does not know about what is happening.
He's not seeing anything at all. In all of
I say let's keep deceiving ourselves and let's act like the commander-in-chief does not know what is happening. Let's continue the self-deceit. So when we are ready, we will know what is going on. But it just shows the very uncouth way our politicians do things. It just shows what they represent. It's all about interest in the end. So the truth is, you can now see that it happened in Lagos that somebody used the might, security escorts. After they withdrew one person's security escorts and the mines and everything, they came in and they had a big one and they say, oh, this person must do the work of speaker. He used power, he used might, he used state paraphernalia because his security too was restored. So whoever was in the middle of all of that, I mean, it speaks volumes of the kind of country we are in. It speaks volumes of the level of ineptitude we have in our country. And it speaks volumes of the system. So you have more of this. Because as long as the politicians cannot play by the rules and do what is right, like we don't know what is happening in Nigeria. The political class is a joke. The political class is a joke.
But at this point, everyone is saying, at least let the president say something. Now, Meranda is claiming ownership. Obasa is doing the same thing. So who? APC is supposed to, that's why I mentioned APC, settle the house. Let the president come in and at least say something, For Rivers State, now, president visited Rivers then.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? No, the president didn't visit Rivers State. No,
but he said, but he came in.
They came to meet him in Abuja.
Of course.
They went to meet him in Abuja, so he didn't visit Rivers State.
No, what I'm saying
Can I ask you a question?
Okay.
Can I ask you a question? Do you honestly, in your mind, think President Tinubu doesn't know about all that is happening? Do you honestly, in your mind, think that President Tinubu did not know when he decided to withdraw Meranda security and activate Obasa security and he stormed into the house? Do you honestly think he doesn't know?
He know why not?
No, I'm asking you a question.
Why not? Why not?
As commander,
he knows now.
Because if he doesn't know, as commander-in-chief of armed forces in this country. So let's keep deceiving ourselves. See, I told you all of this weeks ago, didn't I? I told you this were what the sources told me. The sources were from within APC people there. So for those that say, oh, Rufai, keep telling the truth, because the day they will speak the truth, they will know who to call. It's people within the APC too that called me, that told me that this was what they wanted to do. And I reported it. And it played out. So I'm not surprised. So for people that say, oh, Rufai, you're partisan, I have a lot of friends in APC. I have a lot of friends across all political parties. What I stand for, they know. So let's keep watching the game. We are just starting. You will see another installment of this 007 playing out. By the way, Natasha is going to be coming on the interview that will be coming up to. We'll see that. So we'll see a lot of that. So we have seen a lot.
She's coming to open it up, right? Let's say it all. Let's expose it.
We have seen a lot of drama, we have seen a lot of drama. Trust me.
You rightly said yesterday that
ordinary Natasha's interview between yesterday and today, goodness me, my ear don't fool. But it is well. We'll do it. We'll do our job. We'll do what we need to do and ask the questions. Nigeria is a funny country. And for me, the funny thing is how other female senators are quiet over all of this. In fact, we have from the grapevine Natasha, for standing up for her. You see, Nigeria is a country. I'll tell you an instance. Nigeria is a country where when you fight for something, a lot of people become cowardly. But when you enjoy the perk of that thing, the next thing they will now come and meet you and say, give us out of it. Today, Natasha's fight is for all women to be respected in politics. All right?
Of course.
But the way a lot of people in politics, women in politics, and senators in general, have quickly sidestepped the fights because of their own interests. There are women serving senators that I copiously heard from my sources were even berating Natasha.
Oh, really?
That's why you standing up for yourself. Godswill Akpabio Senate aide wrote something that her face is, she's always rubbing,
Pancake.
and she sued for defamation. And female senators in this country are saying, why should she sue? Senate. And this female senator, one of them that was talking, is the same female senator that they had shot down in the Senate too, that men had violated our right to, that we all spoke up for. So you can see how society, and I'll tell you the story I wanted to tell you about how Nigerians don't like to fight for their right. I'll never forget, I was on a flight many years ago, and I had a stopover somewhere in the Middle Eastern country. And I said, at least give us a decent place to stay. A lot of Nigerians that when the flights move, but I stood there, I kept on fighting for my rights. You know me, I will speak. I don't fear who you are. I will say my mind. I kept on fighting for my rights. The Nigerians took the meal ticket they gave them and walked away. They went to find food to eat. I kept on fighting for my rights. Finally, because I fought, they gave me lounge.
Okay.
So I went into the lounge. I got massage and everything. I had buffet. When I now came out, the Nigerians were now asking me on the same flight, hey, where were you? I said I was in the lounge. He said, why did you come and call me? I said, you people are not serious. When I was fighting for this, you people walked away. You made me look like a fool. And that's how Nigerians are. So when you fight, fight with your conviction. Fight alone. Because if you think Nigerians will join you, forget it. That's why I see, I don't wait for public adulation. I don't care. I appreciate people when they praise me, but I don't put my mind there. Because my fight is a fight I will fight alone. That's just my life. And I say it every time. And it's a fight for my convictions. A man that doesn't have convictions is nothing. And what kills our country is that a lot of people have not been able to develop their firm level of convictions. So once you can't develop your level of conviction, there's no how you're going to have problems. You'll be pushed around. You will not even know what to stand for. It's better people shot you as try to shot you and say, oh, yeah, rude, yeah, this and all of that. And you have a strong conviction. A yes man trying to please everybody. If you are trying to do that, you have no life. You have no life. We all see, we complain that we don't have women participation. We do seminars. In fact, people collect NGO money to fund women participation in politics. One woman that has braced the oath to participate in politics, her rights are being violated. She's been abused this way. We are standing up and speaking, our fellow women. And some other Nigerians are saying, you two, you are rude, because she was assertive. And she kept on saying that these are the privileges in the Senate that we can read. These are the privileges in the Senate that I can read. These are privileges in the Senate. But if he's a man, he can get away with it. You remember the altercation between Ndume and, what's it called, and Akpabio? You remember?
In 2018, yes. No, not 2018. Ndume.
It's recent now.
Recently, yeah.
Have you
I was talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if he's a man, he can challenge the Senate president. He'll say, yes, I challenge the Senate president. But somebody that stands on an order, and the next day, they're shutting her down and all of this. So a man can do it and go scot-free, but a woman must never be heard in society. We'll keep speaking our truth. Our truth is supposed to be unpopular. I don't want people to like me for saying the truth, but I will say it.
It's not a popularity contest. It's a posterity contest for me. I'm not here to get cheap popularity and the fickle likeness of men, where they say, I appreciate it. No. I appreciate you for appreciating me, but if you will hate me based on my convictions, then so be it. I'm sorry, I can't help you. I don't know if you get my point.
Of course.
So if you will not appreciate me for my convictions, then so be it. I'm not here to make. Am I correct every time? No. If you point it out to me, yes, I'm of you. But on many of my convictions that are strong, no, I will say the way it is. So I'm not here to make you like me. I'm here to say the way it is. I'm not here to make you happy. I'm here to do my journalistic work and say it as it is. That's just it.
Akpabio should be shown his 2018 video with Saraki. It should be shown that video.
No, that one is there. No, see, there's even another one. There are many videos making the round. I've just talked about the Ndume case. What about the Wada? I think is they sent me another. I think what about the Wadata case or something? Yeah, Wadada, Senator Wadada. He also spoke without recognition, but he wasn't silenced. Tiff between Fabio and Natasha. There's another video making the round of Wadada, Senator Wadada speaking without, recognition. So, my brother, have a good day. It is well.
Thank you, Rufai Oseni. Appreciate you.
Bless you.
VOP 90.3 FM. I want to, you see, that's particular audio. Before I get to bring CP in, I would want to play that audio so you get to understand exactly what played out at the assembly, just yesterday. And like I said, you can go watch the same video on YouTube. VOP 90.3 FM. You watch it now. Okay? Just listen to what happened. Just listen.
For doing your duty, despite all the intimidation, for being here, to still see us. This is Lagos, and this is Lagos State House of Assembly. We are approached by our leaders that we should remain calm and take things easy until the approach. But we are shocked to see what is happening today. And we are still expecting them to come and tell us where we went wrong or what really went wrong. We won't take laws into our hands, just like I told the staffs that they should not take laws into their hands. But we all belong to different constituencies, and we have our mandates. And appreciate. And whatever has to happen, the leadership should speak with us. For doing your duty, despite all the intimidation, for being here, to still see us. This is Lagos, and this is Lagos State House of Assembly. We are approached by our leaders that we should remain calm and take things easy until the approach. But we are shocked to see what is happening today. And we are still expecting them to come and tell us where we went wrong or what really went wrong. We won't take laws into our hands, just like I told the staffs that they should not take laws into their hands. But we all belong to different constituencies, and we have our mandates. And whatever has to happen, the leadership should speak with us, and not this parade that we are seeing. We are not happy, and we are already demystified. We are shocked to see what is happening, despite the fact that this is Lagos. This is the center of excellence. This is where everything starts and it stops. We've been law-abiding. We've not gone out of our way. We've not done anything against the state or against anybody. But we also want to be respected, to be given our dignity, to be shown that we were elected. So I'm appealing to the leadership of our party that we cannot continue this way. We are all here, you can see us. These are honorable members, few of us that are not here are here. So anything that happens, they've taken us to court. And it is for us to let the process follow its due course. But what we are seeing today is a parade. It's uncalled for. It's an embarrassment. Because for me to even enter the gate, I was stopped. and told my security operatives that I cannot enter the House of Assembly. It's an embarrassment, and this must stop. We've said this clearly. We are not against the leadership's decision, but they should call us and tell us to our face, and not us hearing rumors. We are not against the leadership decision. It is the leadership. They took us here. They are our leaders, and we say.
Is where were these guys when Obasa was the speaker? So was it like the house has been in disarray all this while? Is that really the situation? Because I don't seem to understand why almost all of them are now saying we reject Obasa, we reject Obasa, we reject Obasa. What's really going on? I don't know. But then we will hear from a former commissioner of police. I told you he is a political enthusiast. Yes, he understands some of these games. Let's get him on board and hear his own side of this story. CP Chuks, good morning to you.
Me, Judy, and to the listeners.
Good morning to you. Good morning.
Thank you.
Yes. The ousted Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, returned to the House in a very shocking move yesterday. You know, there's a lot happening in Lagos Assembly. Obasa returned, according to the headline here, Obasa returns as Akande or Shoba panels intervention collapses. You know, there's now been this dragging. Meranda is saying, I am the speaker. Obasa is saying, I am the speaker. You know, and before Obasa came in, Miranda's security details was withdrawn. You know, and then Obasa came in. It's like it was pre-planned. CP, what do you think?
It is the apathy affairs. And, well, the public have little or no say. Everybody will be watching to see how the whole thing plays out. There should be atmosphere of concord, peace and tranquility. Let them not give space or room for breakdown of law and order. That's just the most important thing to the general public. At the end of the day, whoever or whatever person they finally decide should sit there, so be it. You know, there's no smoke without fire.
Okay.
It's not the one that is driving this recent development.
But CP, the concern now is that the president hasn't said anything.
That is part of what I'm saying, that there is a very strong force behind the mask that you and I have not seen. But at the end of the day, there's nothing that is hidden. The whole details will still be on. That's just as far as they are concerned. For us, we are watchers. We are members of the public. Our own is let there not be any breakdown of law and order. Let them, that's their show should end within their premises, within the assembly complex. We don't want a situation whereby some gangsters will begin to block the road and begin to fight, because that's where the crisis will start. You know, when it starts like that, it will start affecting members of the public. People may end up getting their heads smashed, their vehicles' windshield smashed. Some may take undue advantage and begin to break into people's shops.
Okay.
Especially now that there is so much hunger and anger and all that. So it behoves on the law enforcement agencies to be battle ready and intensify their patrols and improve their intelligence to be sure that the hungry set of people will not take disadvantage to begin to cause problems and panic for the general public. That's my take to it.
CP, away from that, the senator representing Kogi Central, Natasha Akpoti, has vowed to expose the leadership style of Senate President Godswill Akpabio. You know, her declaration comes after she was referred to the Senate's ethics and disciplinary committee following a confrontation with Akpabio. She said that she was ready, very, very ready to appear before the committee, but insisted that the proceedings should be open to the public rather than conducted behind closed doors. She made the post saying, calling for a live broadcast of the probe. So it's now Akpabio versus Natasha Akpoti, Senate or senators. Some senators, like I learned, some are backing, Akpabio, and then just very little, 1 or 2 or 3 are backing Natasha. What do you think?
It is all the same politics. It is still the same politics of the National Assembly. Whatever has been the leadership style of the Senate President Akpabio, at least to a greater extent, is known to all of us because we all watch the proceedings at the National Assembly. So there's nothing hidden. Whatever it is, she's free to come out and tell us, whether in camera or in the open assembly, if her request is approved. And there's nothing that will be new from what she's going to tell us. Possibly it's the things we would have been seeing in the past. So that's the way I see it. There is nothing special that we are going to hear or we are going to see that we have not seen before. So I don't expect something extraordinary to be told to the greater majority of the Nigerian public and people out there.
Okay. Well, just to let everyone know,
so we are working and working.
Just to let everyone know that former President Muhammadu Buhari has returned to his Kaduna residence in Kaduna State after about 2 years in Daura, Katsina State, since he left office in May 2023. Vice President Kashim Shettima, Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum, and his Kaduna State counterpart, Obasa, were among the dignitaries who accompanied Buhari to the building. Let me just put it aside, but then let's delve deep into politics, just briefly, before I let you go. CP, there's a headline here that says, your 2023, or 2003 rather, your 2003, 2007, 2014 anti-party activities is haunting the PDP. This is coming from Wike's aide to Atiku Abubakar. You might want to dissect this statement.
It's left for him who said his anti-party activities is what is haunting him. Let him come out and tell us what he did that amounts to anti-party activity. Well, he has been a loyal party member of the People's Democratic Party. And as far as the man is concerned, it's not a new thing that he later changed party because he had an ambition. If he felt that he was being pushed out, like what happened to him in 2007, and he went to AC to try to realize his ambition, and the thing did not work. In 2011, he came back again to the PDP, and he lost to the then president, Goodluck Jonathan, in the primaries. He still remained. But what made him to leave again in 2014 was when the PDP made it clear that they were not going to comply with the internal democracy of the party, that there was no. That was what made him that, look, I can't be wasting my time where democracy is not being practiced. So he left and joined them to float the APC, because that same APC, when it was not amalgamated, was the place that gave him platform in 2007 through the present president's party, then Action Congress, AC. So he felt comfortable going to see if he can realize his ambition there. Although during the primaries he came third, Buhari came first, Kwankwaso came second, himself came third, and Rochas Tokorocha came fourth in that primaries they did in Leko Balalogu Stadium there in Sulere, Lagos in 2014. So you can't say that the man has been anti-party person. I mean,
okay,
he remained there until 2019 again. 2018, 2019, he saw the handwriting on the wall that Buhari was not ready to end up with one term, that he was going for second term. So he had to leave again back to PDP. And they welcomed him and supported him. And in the primaries, he came first again as usual, and they gave him ticket. He lost to Buhari in that 2019 when Peter Obi was his running mate. And that was and he remained there since that 19 till date. And went again 2023 and did not make it on the same party. So for Wike's aid to say that he is synonymous with anti-party activity is an unguarded utterance, a reckless statement, and is not being fair to the former vice president in the person of Abubakar Atiku.
Okay.
You can see that Atiku is a dedicated politician, that if he believes in a cause, he fights to finish, to get whatever he wants legitimately and through the due process. So the aid of Wike, I believe, is ranting because his principal could not get that ticket. His principal, Wike, came second to Abubakar Atiku in that 20.
Okay.
So I am not surprised that he will be casting aspersion on the person of Abubakar Atiku, the former vice president of Federal Republic of Nigeria. That's exactly my...
Okay. CP, before you go, just before you go, I want to bring this to you. I will call it a very funny story, though. Very, very funny story. I read that and I just laughed. Male and female native doctors, under the urges of the Association of Herbal Medicine Practitioners of Anambra State, have barricaded parts of the Anambra State Government House to protest alleged extortion by members of Anambra State Homeland Security Squad, also known as Agune Chamber. Now, the headline says, Native doctors protest alleged extortion and harassment in Anambra State. And in fact, the picture, there are several pictures here showing almost all of them, both male and female native doctors, alleging extortion and harassment in Anambra State. CP, your state. Talk about it, please, before I let you go.
Well, the native doctors, as they are called, have their fundamental rights, and their right includes to come out and peacefully protest, which they are doing right now. And to be fair to them, we have seen a lot of videos and clips of recent of the excesses of Homeland Security that has just come on board in Anambra State.
Did you say excesses?
Yes, excesses in the sense that you see them where they are extorting money from motorists, from tricyclists, and so on and so forth, wearing masks so that the identity will not be shown in broad daylight, even in the nights. And to the extent that they even bring down people's shops, those who have extended shop in front of their shops, under flimsy excuses. Maybe they wanted to extort money from them and they could not. They bring down and damage their shops, saying that they are not cleaning their gutter and all that. If somebody is not cleaning it, is it by destruction and looting of his wares in the shop? That is the way to manage it. You need to issue papers, give tickets to them to pay as the sanitation court, where they will go and defend themselves, not being crude and raw by taking what is not yours. As far as I am concerned, that their petition is not even enough. They ought to have added malicious damage, looting, and so on and so on. Those homeland security people have been committing. And to be very frank with you, to show that what they are doing, what I am seeing is not blackmail, and what they are doing is so unlawful. I have been speaking with people in that Anambra, and they have been confirming these things we are seeing in the video and the clips.
Okay.
Of those disgruntled and frustrated young people who had been given opportunity to serve the state. So it's left for Soludo to take drastic action and purge that his homeland security. And those who are misfits in that place should be thrown out of the place and sanitize it. So the native doctors, whether men or women or both of them, have a point in what they are doing or what they are saying. The government should listen to them and take necessary action.
Thank you. CP, thank you so much. Let me let you go now.
Thank you for accommodating me as usual.
Thank you. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. 081 717 56338 is the number to send your messages to via WhatsApp. I will take your calls just right after this. Stay there. I will be right back.
Domin Herbal Powder is your #1 immune booster for general well-being. It also helps people with high blood pressure, diabetes, and all other chronic diseases. Domin Herbal Powder is organic. Just add a teaspoonful into a small cup of hot water and drink in the morning before meals and evening after meals. Domin Herbal Powder is available in all pharmacies and herbal shops in Nigeria. For bulk purchase, visit Obed Israel Enterprise Nigeria Limited, B33 Jigawa Plaza Trade Fair Market, or Rich Priest Pharmacy, 21 Afolabi Street, Tipa Garage, Egbe, Lagos, or Solid Sycamore Pharmaceutical Limited, 9 Ehi Street, Ijesha, Surulere, Lagos. For more information, call 0704 591 7000, or for Ghana, 054 31-581-95. Domin Herbal Powder is not for persons below 12 years, not for pregnant and nursing mothers. Domin Herbal Powder, for your overall well-being.
Export Business Training is here again. VOP 90.3 FM wants you to benefit from this. This is for those who want to position or reposition themselves for something different in 2025. Yes, time to export common items abroad and earn in dollars, like pepper, vegetable, groundnut, yam, sesame seeds, ugu, bitter leaf, cherry, charcoal, sawdust, oil, kola nut, cocoa, and many more. Join the rest and get this knowledge.
The seminar fee is 20,000 Naira only. Account number 122-416-8488. Zenith Bank. Account name VOPFM. Kindly send your proof of payment via WhatsApp to 0701 214 6454. Seminar will hold on Saturday, 1st of March, 2025.
At Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, 42 Murtala Muhammad International Airport Road. Time 11 a.m. Don't be left out. Participate, and you'll be grateful for life.
When long throats don't make you chop as belleful, waka quick back to nature like our old mama and papa demo. Now the bitter way them food bitter, they wake up mouth and stomach to begin work on top the food to waka seredi werere.
Yo bitters they clean body inside out. If body no get dirty, the immune system go work well. Yo bitters they buy waist pain, constipation, and it gets correct vitamins them to make body they gym. Yo bitters.
E no get alcohol. Na Ablat Nigeria Limited make am. Yo Organics 9 they distribute am. We there for Facebook and Instagram at Yo-Yo Bitters NG. Yo-Yo Bitters.
It be Bangba medicine for the
people. 90.3 FM. Yeah, I told you 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. And if you want to send a WhatsApp message, just send it to 081717 56338. Okay? Just about 2 minutes for everyone because of our time. Yeah, it's almost 8 p.m. That's 2 minutes before 8 p.m. Please just be as brief as possible. I beg you. Okay? Just hold one issue and touching it is okay. And let everyone, other person speak. Okay? My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. Like I say, watch or mind what you say on the national radio. Move away from your radio set before you start dialing the number. Okay? Let's begin with you. Good morning to you.
Ikame Jude, good morning. How are you?
Good morning to you.
Yeah, Peter Monster from Shomolu. Very quickly.
All right.
Please, can you correct me? Did they say that they are not ashamed or they are not afraid to copy what is right from other countries? What is the word they use, please, before I comment? Sorry, sir.
Ashamed.
Okay, they are not ashamed. Not lie. Okay, now, are they copying the way they are running democracy in other countries if they are not ashamed? That means they are naturally wicked now. That means they are not human beings, because if you see what is working, so it means that they themselves know that something is working in other countries. In other countries, they go for election and people will vote and they will declare the results. From the polling booth, they don't go to court, they don't use judiciary, they don't use police, they don't use DSS, they don't use stocks, and they cannot copy that. In other countries, the government work for their people and you make life easy. But here you come in and you make life difficult, destroying everything in Nigeria, destroying the lives of the people. Today you are talking about how to increase the ban B, ban C of electricity when ban A is already costing a lot of people troubles. You have people that cannot use their freezer again in the house. You have people that cannot use more than fan and one bulb. And then they are paying how much? 45,000 naira in a month in one small room. My brother came to tell me that in their room, house rent is 5,000. But electricity bill is 15,000. Where in other countries is that happening? And you are not ashamed to copy what is right. So you know, okay, the only thing you know is to carry Nigerian money. You have it, you go abroad to treat, and you cannot build hospital in Nigeria. You cannot build functional schools in Nigeria. And that's what is what is happening in other countries. And expose the Nigerian people. Tell me which country that the government of that country will cede some land to terrorists. Like in Nigeria, they are ceding Sambisa Forest to Boko Haram. You cede some other place in the north. How many did they kill the other day in Sokoto? And how many did they kill in Benue? How many did they kill this last one you just talked about? Which country is that happening? Ogami, finally, in other countries, they encourage women to be part of. See what Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala is doing. See what other women in Nigeria are doing on the global platform. But look at what Fabio is doing. Because you are elected in the Senate as the Senate president. Yes, you have the right to allocate seats. Why can't you use wisdom? Is it wrong for Fabio to say, oh, madam, I'm sorry, we are going to move you to a social place? Is it wrong to do that? And Fabio is just intoxicated with power because he knows the way he came to National Assembly. He didn't take part in the normal procedures. And then you find yourself in National Assembly and they put you there. Natasha, I stand with you. Do what Gani Fawemi said. He said, stand up for the right, even if you are the only person standing. Natasha, even if you are the only person standing, make a history. It's Jesus Christ alone that died for the whole world. It is not wrong for one man to die for the whole world, but you will not die in this case. Stand up for women, stand up for men like me, and stand up for men of like mind. And then prove to Nigeria that National Assembly can work. Not this stamp, what you call it, rubber stamp National Assembly.
Thank you.
Fabio must be taught a lesson. I always say that. Because it's not behaving well, it's not representing men like me. Give women a chance and let women do what they do in other countries. You saw what a woman did in Germany. You see what a woman did with Donald Trump, standing head-to-head with Donald Trump before Donald Trump defeated. Natasha, please be that woman in Nigeria, and history will vindicate you. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you so much for calling. Let's take more calls quickly. Hello, good morning to you.
morning.
Good morning. Let's go quickly because of our time.
I want to go straight to Lagos.
Can you move
Lagos
away from your radio
Assembly.
set now? Move away from your radio set, I beg you. Just move away from your radio set. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Let's go.
I greet you.
Let's go. Good morning to you too.
All right. This is Up. I'm calling from AJ. I just want to agree with what CP said. You know, in this country, sometimes we overdo things. It's not only in the East that those things do happen. Even in every other state. Whenever they give some people chance to and give them authority to do one or two things, they will overdo that thing. They will take it to the extreme. They will now begin to violate people's rights and begin to extort money from people by so this thing that is happening is now is not in Anambra State. This is not. I don't believe that this is what Soludo asked those people to do. But now they have turned it to something else, and it's not right. So I believe that Soludo should come out and address that issue right now before the thing gets out of hand. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's take more calls. Hello, good morning to you. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good morning.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning to you.
My name is Peter Usifo. I'm calling from Abanja in Ikosu.
Good morning, Peter Usifo.
I come in peace.
Let's go.
The average Speaker of Lagos State, Mudashiru Obasa. The question is, who is he blackmailing upstairs? And to what extent does he think he will succeed in this blackmail? In fact, with his latest action, he has made more enemies than friends. It's only God that will save us from this calamity that Obasa is trying to put Lagos State into. And I hope that Sanwo-Olu, the governor, will not be the scapegoat. On Natasha Akpoti versus the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, she said that she's going to steal more bills. I don't know what she's going to steal. Is she going to blackmail Akpabio? Is she going to say that Akpabio wanted to date her and she did not agree? Please let us not be unnecessarily emotional and sentimental on this. Akpabio must have been wrong in other previous dealings in his eyebrows. But as far as this matter is concerned, Akpabio is right and the Senate has supported him. So, in fact, this Natasha should be well sanctioned and should serve as a deterrent to others. We are not talking about gender issue or feminism. Lastly, on humanitarian affairs, that is the GO of regime, I'm happy with what he said he wants to do. That is giving free surgeries to those who need it.
Okay.
And dialysis. It is very nice. And now they have moved, the religion has moved from the time of miracles to reality, which should be copied. People who don't have money should be helped by the church by giving them food, paying house rent and the rest, instead of seeking for miracles that do not exist.
All right.
So other churches, and in fact, states, even other Islamic bodies should copy this. It is very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you. Peter Osifo. Good
Hello,
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Innocent. I'm calling from Amuwo Odofe. Please, I want to say, why Nigerians does not want to be fair? These people, they see what is happening in Labour Party last year. Nobody is making peace. Their problem there. We are begging people to make peace if you are a good leader. They see what is happening in PDP. Wike and the Atiku cannot make peace in PDP more than how many years now? And now, this problem comes to the APC. APC leaders, the Southwest APC leaders, by the grace of God, handle it very, very careful. That does not bring crashes and problems to Lagos. If we pray as we are still praying, this peace maintained, mean that Lagos State will be a better place for all of us to stay. Because for me, I cannot go to my state, Imo State now because of crisis here. And all these things is PDP and whatever is fighting. So now, why are people of Lagos who supposed to be happy that this, what they call them, the people in parliament cannot start making good law? Some government we are waiting for Lagos State government cannot come because of this crisis. Now the peace have continued. And we are expecting a lot from these people. And now the Lagos people who live in Lagos, am I also telling them that why did they make peace? But here, there's nothing too much to get peace. Anything, even if they rob one person to keep the other person, let things happen. Let's so that Nigerians will be happy. I don't know why people is doing like that. They are not linking their legs to President Tinubu. Even if Tinubu is away, I don't know if he's away. I'm proud of him because when I grew, I would like to be like him. Because a man who can keep this problem immediately, under a month, every problem has been settled. People are still crying. Why are they jealous about this APC in Southwest? I'm jealous about them also because if my people of Southeast will be behaving like that, I'll be appreciated. I don't know why people are doing like that. They want crisis to start in Lagos. So where are we going to stay again? Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you so much for calling. Let me read this message. It said, is God sleeping concerning how APC is dealing with Nigeria? The answer is no. Mark my words today. The trouble in Lagos State Assembly is just a joke. More troubles will hit APC in general very, very soon. And that will be the rise and fall of APC in Nigeria. I want to ask the DG of NAFDAC how many people have been arrested and persecuted. Can you show us the so-called fake drugs for us to see? That's what he said. Is it true that you are demanding 2 million per shop, or is there something that you are not telling Nigerians? How did the fake drugs beat security agencies and jump into the market? Mayor from Ikotu Egbe sent that message. Top of the morning to you.
Good morning, boss.
Good morning, Remy.
Your Excellency. Easy. Thanks for picking my call. It's quite interesting. Native doctor people are protesting in Anambra. I mean, let them fight for their rights because these people are in the demography of the most marginalized in our country. Even though many of our people that call themselves Christian and Muslim, they call Jesus and call Muhammad openly. They still need the backing of this native doctor in one way or the other. And yet, you don't respect them. So let them fight for their rights. The Senate wants to, they refer Natasha to disciplinary committee. How can people who have not shown us that they have discipline be willing to discipline a woman because she stood up for herself? This is the Senate that joyously welcomed back Elisha Abu after he went to beat up a woman at sex toy. Their fellow, their colleague at the National Assembly joyously welcomed back a man who slapped a hustler or regular Nigerians and threatened to kill him and him disappear, and no police can stop him. That man was welcomed back in that chamber. Look, let's get this right. I want to salute the courage of Natasha, and I believe she's now in line in the rank of the most intelligent women in Nigerians that cannot allow themselves to be bullied. I now imagine her in the line of Fumilayo Ransom Kuti, Dora Ngozi, and all of those courageous women. Natasha, if she was respected, when she arrived at Senate on that day, even before her arrival, she was supposed to have been informed that, look, Senator Natasha, sitting arrangement has been changed. You allow her to come into the chamber and treat her like a primary school child. Then she resisted. If a woman opposes and resists oppression, they call her name. They call her prostitute. They call her disrespect. They call her all sorts of things. And it's high time that Nigerian men must understand that for Nigeria to function, intelligent women like Natasha must be allowed to play their role the way it should be played and stop bullying her. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Remy. Appreciate you. And this person is saying, what is playing out in Lagos Assembly now is what you see when individual is stronger than institution. Lagos Assembly to me is acting a drama. Lagosians are watching closely. I hope it ends well. Police saying the withdrawal of security from our Assembly Speaker Meranda yesterday was a routine exercise. It's laughable. Why didn't they withdraw the governor's security if that was the case? NLC should please leave Nigeria alone. When time comes, we'll fight for ourselves. Please help me to beg Ikeja Electric. For the past 5 days now, there is no light in Shogunle. Benjamin from Shogunle is the one who is sending that message. Okay, let's hear what this person is saying. It says, the men in Lagos House of Assembly are not men enough and are still under the heavy influence of Baba Sokwe. They are just doing Meranda. The more you look, the less you see. It's obvious that Obasa will not just be removed like that, knowing full well that big forces in Aso Rock are what? Are solidly behind him. I'm solidly in support of Natasha Akpoti, and I urge her to go ahead and vomit everything. Happy weekend. Yeah, happy weekend to you too from 8R8 BC Nwoko in Oshodi. Okay. Let's see some more now. Good morning, everyone. EFCC boss saying he rejected 500 million naira. If true, is commendable. But who are the people that made the offer? Do they have a case with the agency? And also withdrawal of strike action is what we know will happen. All fury, no bite, no action. The body should know that Nigerians are watching. Ip Man threat is going to be eventually settled. Those in charge will find a middle ground with the authorities. Osinwaje from Shasha. And then, what's your name now? Okay, Alex Solomon from Anita Isheri Oshun Lagos is saying, also permit me to crave your indulgence. Away from the topical issues and as a constant player of no. I don't want to go into that. I should not waste time in exposing the shenanigans by Akpabio. The level of impunity by Nigerian politicians is alarming. Obasa is an impeached speaker until he is reinstated by either the House of Assembly or a court order. Meanwhile, the Minister of Power and the APC government are all a monumental failure of immeasurable proportions. Citizens are paying for darkness and not light. Nigerians must begin to choose the best of us to rule the rest of us to get the best from us. May God help and heal our land. Franco Nero sent that from the United States of America. I commend the police or the policeman who rejected 1 million naira, from child trafficker. And Tinubu should also copy to obey rule of law and free Mazin Ambikano Chris from IBA. Sent the message. Okay, the government should advise more. The government should devise more means to be milking the vulnerable Nigerians. Increases all over. Electricity hike, telecoms hike, ATM hike by 1st of March. The 50 naira they collect from transfer above, 100,000 naira has come to stay. Let the government continue their wickedness. We are watching. Chude from Ayetoro. All right, I'll be leaving here for Ogendi Igbo shortly, but then let me also read this message first. He says, good morning. Nigerian politicians always said God decides election, but when it's time to vote, they will use money, thugs, and intimidation. They will no longer allow God to decide. Isn't it funny? It's quite funny. Good morning and good people of VOPFM. My name is Ibezim from Ojekunle Market. APC government don't have ability to fix Nigerian problem. Please let INEC and judiciary give the right people chance to govern Nigeria. If not, this country can never move forward. Please let them release Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you so much and have a very great weekend. What's your name? I said, what is happening in Lagos House of Assembly is a continuation of brigandage, lawlessness, and grab, snatch, and runaway crude politics APC is playing for or is known for. True democracy is far from that party. The assembly member talking in that audio simply attested that they were appointed by the elders and they will not disobey those that appointed them and possibly not elected. So as it were, he is not confident of their position as assembly members, rather an errand boys and girls for the powers that be in Lagos, and by extension their arsenal against Obasa may not be too potent. As for Natasha and Akpabio, I urge her to insist that the probe proceedings be televised live so that Nigerians can witness everything that will happen at the probe panel and transparency to prevail. TC from Is it true that Akpabio, the chief judge, that George's case have been sentenced? If that's true, his days are numbered. Elder Dick Manfoluku in Oshodi sent that message. Good morning. That man that said he can't go into Imo State because of the problems in Imo State, that man is a blatant liar. And I'm from Imo State, and I just came back from Imo State 3 days ago. As for Nigeria, I can never pray for Nigeria again. For praying for Nigeria is a total waste of time and energy. Buhari killed Nigeria. Tinubu will bury Nigeria. Casey Onoha or Joe Alaba sent that message. For Natasha Akpoti outburst, for me, I think people should know there are rules in every society as well as in the House of Senate. She broke the rules and other senators in her party went to her to educate her, but she was still shouting on top of her voice. People should ask questions before they jump to conclusion. Natasha was very wrong and arrogant. Okuk from Ojo is the one who sent that message. And then Akpabio should leave this woman alone. He is misbehaving due to the way he came into the National Assembly. He was not elected by his people, rather through the technicality of the court. Akpabio should be removed from that seat immediately. After all, he is a rubber stamp to the executive. Billy from Ikotun. Okay, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Noye from Akonjo is saying, Lagos Assembly saga, grab it, snatch it, and run away with it. We are watching from the two parts. Ogendigbo will take over right now. It's time to go. It's time to go. VOP 90.3 FM. Yes. Tobetuku Kasme, come here. Adigbo, come here. Yes.
Confusion kademate. Confusion
help me. I'm out of here, everyone. We are nothing. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. Thank you, all of you. We'll see in court. Ikami Jude is my name. On social media, IKAMIJUDEH. God.